I didn't even realize like how much of an impact training had on me, right? And so when it happened, like, you know, I stopped, like I told you, I stopped training for like 2 years because the gym closed down and all that. And within the first maybe 3 months, I wasn't training at all, man. And like my body started feeling weird. And I'm like, wait, what's going on? So I went to the doctors and they were like, oh, well, you developed irritable bowel syndrome. I was like, what the hell is that? Like, I never heard of that. So they gave me some medication for it and stuff like that. And they're like, how often are you working out? And I'm like, not really. I mean, COVID, you know. And so they were like, yeah, we'd recommend just getting active, go for walks. And I'm like, man, if only you knew, you know what I mean? And I took it for like a little bit, you know, but I don't like putting all that stuff in me, man. I realized that once I start training like consistently and I'm running, I'm lifting and everything, I feel so good. All that stuff just goes away, man. It just goes away.
All right, I'm here with Ricardo Mixco. He's from Baltimore, Maryland. Ricardo, thanks for coming in today, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, it's good. You know, we were talking. I was trying to get Soliva on here. He might still pop in. So we met back in 2015.
Yes,
WKA World in Spain. I was out there with Travis.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you were out there. Where were you training at that time?
I was training out at Lloyd Irvin's up here in Maryland. Yep, Lloyd Irvin MMA.
That was a big team around that time, yeah?
Yes, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yep. He had a bunch of good UFC guys in the UFC and all of that.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu and everything too.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu too. That's like the main thing.
Yeah, that was what they call like the 2%ers or something like that.
I never got into that whole thing. I stuck with the Muay Thai side. You know what I mean?
Well, you guys had a good Muay Thai coach there.
Yeah, we had an excellent Muay Thai coach, man, and you know, that's where I was at the time. I was building. I was like, I killed the whole amateur stuff, like all the amateur fights, tournaments, won every tournament I had as an amateur. And that's when, you know, I got invited to Worlds.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, back over, so Benidorm, Spain, like for me, like I was talking to Travis, he was training in Hawaii. He just visited our academy the other night to go do a guest block over in Ventura.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
yeah, I talked to him a couple of times, man. I talked on Instagram he's been winning in Thailand and shit, right?
Yeah.
I talked to him. I messaged him a couple of times, you know, just short, small talk. Like, yo, it's good to see you doing your thing, man. Keep going. You know, he's a good dude. I like him.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, man. Like me and him, actually, we grew up together. Like I met him when I was like 12.
Oh, shoot. Really?
Yeah. So his dad is actually in a famous hardcore punk band. That's how I met him.
Okay. Nice.
So kind of going through that, you know, for me, that was my first taste of like being at an international tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And like, remember like Tum Sit Yatong? He fought against Michael Triana.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what the heck? These big.
Oh, at
like,
Worlds?
Yeah, man. It was the one fighter that Australia had. And it was a guy who's not even Australian. And he was like a high level pro.
Yeah, man. That was nuts, man. Because the dude had like 300 something fights. And I was just like, what the hell? You know what I mean?
This guy doing an amateur tournament. I think he got like, they're like, hey, you're not welcome back anymore.
Oh, of course, man. Dude, like he was knocking everybody out.
Yeah. Which is
but
yeah.
But that's how, like, from what I've heard, and like I fought a couple pros out there too. Like out there in Europe, man, I think it's like kind of like the Wild Wild West, man. Anything goes out there, and it's just like you're a pro, you could just join up.
Yeah, it's the same. Mexico, Thailand, Asia. It's like you can go between these, like they have like CBA class. And so it's like if you're A class, that's like pro, you're getting paid. You can go fight back in B class, which is like these tournaments. So
right.
It's totally normal, which is completely different than here in the United States.
No, for sure.
It's regulated, but that was like my first time experiencing that. And it was like, wow.
Me too. Yeah. Cause one of the guys I fought out there was like this Polish guy, man. And he was like a black belt in Taekwondo, and I didn't find out until after the fact. He was like, he had a bunch of MMA fights, and he was already pro, and he had a bunch of kickboxing fights. Mm-hmm. And like, I found out after the fact because like I went to look at the hashtags for Worlds and all that, and I saw his page, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? You know what I mean? But
that's what
at the end of the day, that shit don't mean nothing. You know what I mean?
No.
As long as you got the right mindset, man, you know that stuff is just.
Well, that takes time though, right?
For sure.
To develop. Takes time to develop.
Yeah, for sure, man. You got to do. I was doing a lot of positive affirmations. I was doing a lot of reading, meditation. I was literally just so locked in, and I was just like, when I get on this plane. When I got on that plane to go to Spain, man, I was just like, I don't care who the hell they put in front of me, man. I'm winning because it was hell to get here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was hell to get there because remember getting late. We were stuck in like Alicante forever too.
Yeah,
I think Madrid or something. We were like laid over there for like an additional like
that, and then leading up to my trip, man. Like I had so much like personal stuff going, like life stuff going on. Mm-hmm. I wasn't like I was training, but it was just so much, man, and I just kept going. I kept training. I kept showing up to the gym every day. I kept drinking my water. I kept eating clean, staying on weight. And at one point, I didn't even know if I was going to go, and
it's like not a cheap trip either.
No, man, that was like $4,000 for just me. I came out there without a coach and everything.
Yeah.
But, like I was saying, it all comes down to like you got this right mindset behind it. And if you see it, man, you can do it. That's kind of where I was at. So once I got on the plane, man, I was like, man, I'm going to make this happen, man. I was just so happy to be there, And then once like we got there and everybody was like, we were all decked out in the Team USA tracksuits, man. And it just felt so like real. It felt so official,
Yeah, it was definitely a good vibe. I mean, if you look at the people that were on there, you had Paul Benajic, you, Travis, you have Julian Wynn, Michael Triana, Sean from Colorado, who's now like high level coach, like
Madden,
Sean Madden. You have there's more people there. I mean, you had Rami's whole team that was there. And it's just like it was very much and Josh Soliva, like all these people, and a lot of them are still involved in the sport. Obviously, or in combat sports to some degree. And seeing like some of them still competing, some of them coaching, some of them open their own gyms, officiating, all this stuff, man. And it's like that. It was crazy because just seeing like from then to now, that's almost 10 years. Next year, it's gonna be 10 years.
Dude, it really is. Now that you mention it, really
almost a decade.
Yeah, man. And it's like it's just, dude. Honestly, man, it feels like it was like a couple years ago to me.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part about it.
COVID took 2 years off like that, right? So
man, COVID took like 4 years for me.
Yeah,
because I had the hit and then all this other stuff started happening. So it definitely slowed me down, man, and it set me back so much, And I'm just now lately starting to kind of bounce back a little bit.
Oh, 100%, man. I feel the same way. Like California, our team, we're just now, I think it was like in March this year, it was like, oh, I finally feel like we're back in our rhythm because you just got so pummeled by not just like government stuff, but just everybody was just fatigued. We had people. So our town, Ventura, it became one of the most expensive places to live during COVID.
Oh, man.
California, because the market just went boom, it shot up.
Right.
A bunch of people were moving out of state, like our coaches, staff, me trying to figure out how to like live and like keep my staff employed and stuff too, man. It became pretty intense. And we're just now like kind of like equalizing on all of it. And we're all kind of like, okay, we know what we're like, what our cards are right now. So we can plan, right?
Right, for sure.
Before COVID though, you were fighting on like, you started picking up fights. I remember seeing you fight on Line Fight Promotions.
Yeah, for sure.
Fought on there 4 times, fought pro on there and stuff too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you were training for those, who were you training with?
I was training with my coach, Jamal Hargrove at the time, under Team Lord Irvin, like I was telling you. And, his training, like his system was like very like dog training, man. It was like he would put me through it, man. Like to the point where he would push me and I would do shit or things that I didn't think I could do. And then at the end, I'm like, dang, okay. And so it helped me level up so much,
And you're saying Jamal, he trained with Manu, right?
Manu or Manu and Ta. I'm not sure how to really pronounce his name, but he trained with them, like, back in the golden era of Muay Thai and all that. He was like one of those guys that was out there. I think they called him Little Golden Legs or something like that.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Danny Bill came out. They're friends. They know each
other. Yeah. I met Danny Bill because I went to his gym to train one time, and Danny Bill was at his gym. So I got to train with Danny Bill. At the place we're at.
Danny Bill, man, his IQ, like training with him, it was funny. We had him at our gym. The same thing. Like we were training with him, and like all like the coaches, we all understood what was going on, but everybody else, like in the first like 2-3 years of Muay Thai, is like, what? He's like, explain it to them.
Yeah.
Because he's very much like a European French guy, but his Muay Thai technique, man, is like he's a great coach, phenomenal.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, I told you I got to work with him, and it was like something where like it was unexpected. It just so happened that he was there when me and my coach, because Manu is out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
So my coach is originally from Atlanta. So me and my coach, he would always bring me down there. We would hang out, like, we would just go out there sometimes. And so like we went to his gym one day on a weekend just to go train, and Manu happened to be there. And it was like, I got like, he held pass for me and everything, man. It was a really good experience, and it was he was a definitely good dude, good energy, So
and then
definitely a good time, and definitely knows his stuff.
Oh yeah. And Manu, I met him through at one of Dennis Warner shows, WCK Muay Thai.
Okay.
He fought on his shows and stuff like that back in the day too.
Okay.
Because Dennis is like one of the longest running promoters for Muay Thai in US.
Yeah, man. I didn't even know about that.
You didn't?
You said WCK?
Yes.
Yeah, that's out of the West Coast. I've seen their stuff before.
He started coming to the East Coast. I think last year he started doing a couple things over on the East Coast too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how those went or whatever, but yeah, he's one of the longest running like kickboxing and Muay Thai promoters in USA. So
nice.
That guy's really got his business model niche down. He knows like how to make money on it, keep it sustainable. Like going over the opposite end was like Lion Fight, who really tried to push the envelope, which they were doing. But then I think where they lost sight was they started booking too many like out of town fighters. Right. And they weren't focused on like local ticket sales. So it just kind of like pissed money out. It was like, hey, as like Muay Thai fans like us, like we're like, hell yeah. But
my pro debut, man. My pro debut, I had to fight a guy from England, like from the UK, from London or something. So they were flying out all these fighters out here to the States from Europe, like Asia, like Thailand. Yeah. Like, and it's like, I'm sure that stuff costs money, man,
Oh yeah, it costs a lot. And it's like it was really, I think, taking a gamble for trying to hope that the sport would grow to a point where they would be able to get that money. But, we were talking, for anybody that doesn't know, is Lion Fight kind of like defaulted on a bunch of fighters' paychecks and stuff like that a couple of times. And like, I think it was like Tiffany Van Soest that was the first like big red flag I saw, was when their champion.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Putting her title belt up on eBay.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard about that, man. And around that time was around the time where I was fighting for them. And that's why I was telling you, like, I was like, wait a minute. I'm fighting next month. I'm like, am I going to get paid? So like, that was what I was telling you, like, when I fought, I was like, in contact with them, like, hey, what's going on? Like, da-da-da-da-da. And, I never had any issues with that. So, I can't really say like, oh yeah, those guys didn't fucking pay me. Nah, like it was always love. It was always love with them, and we kept a good relationship. But I did have an encounter where another fighter that was out of my gym, this Bolivian kid, his name is Marcos, right? Marcos, and man, that dude is super good, man, and he's actually fighting for I think Rami's promotion now, Freedom Fighters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he fights, and I think he has the belt for like one of the weight classes in there.
Amateur or pro?
Pro.
Oh, okay.
I think his last name is Vasquez.
I think I've seen. I've seen.
Yeah, Marcos, man, he was training with us. Like, he came from Bolivia. Like, this dude moved from Bolivia. He already had a couple fights, and he trained in Thailand before, and he came to us. And then like he joined our team, and he was training with us. I cornered him for one of his fights in Lion Fights. Matter of fact, he fought the same night I fought in Vegas, but he fought under a different team because that's when things started getting crazy, and so he went to another team. But yeah, he was a good dude, and he was fighting for them, and I had a situation with him where like I was cornering him, and he didn't speak no English, right? He's from Bolivia. He was straight out of Bolivia.
Yeah.
So he came here, and I was his teammate. So he had, he trusted me to like help him out. And it was something where like I forgot what happened, man, but it was like a money thing, and basically he had like there was like an issue with him getting paid and stuff like that, you know. And so I was just like, after that, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this anymore and deal with these guys anymore, man. Because look, one thing I don't play about is my money, man. You're gonna give me my money. I don't care what you got going on.
Yeah, well, especially for fighters, man, because you don't make that much for Muay Thai.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, here's your $850 and oh, your check bounce. What the fuck? Right. So that's insane, man.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. But I will say though, you know, I know that all that stuff happened with line fight and all that. But me personally dealing with them, you know, having a bunch of fights, like, you know, several fights with them, like I never really encountered any major issues with that, you know, thankfully. But it sucks
good timing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it sucks that it all that stuff happened because I thought it was like, you know, it was a great platform for fighters to go in and showcase their stuff. It was like it was televised. Like when I fought, it was on CBS Sports, and before that, it was like on AXS TV or something?
AXS TV, yeah.
So it was like, you know, it was putting Muay Thai on the map in a way, you know, low key. And then like I guess shit went south, and it just kind of, you know, it all these things started happening. But it is what it is at the end of the day, you know.
Well, now looking at the dynamic of sport, so we went into COVID, right? And you know, we were talking a bit about that, and it kind of, it put everybody off, right? In different ways. Sure. And we were talking a little bit before we started the show today. Was like it put you off training, like you were like stopped training for a couple of years, right?
Yeah, like 2 years, man, because you know the gym shut down, and once it hit, it was like, you know, my gym shut down, and I lived an hour away from the gym where I was training at. Mm-hmm. So for all these training camps for Worlds and all that, I was traveling to this gym, you know, and then once it shut down, it was like, dang, now what I'm going to do, you know? And I was, you know, I was running, I was getting like 3 miles in the morning, 3 miles at night for like the first couple weeks. You know, and I was doing my shadow boxing, but it's not the same as when you're in a gym environment, you know? So I was like, this shit sucks. And then I just completely stopped training, you know? I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna wait till the gym so it can open back up. To the point where like it didn't open up, and right around that time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set up a gym. I'm gonna set up a little training area in my apartment, you know. So I had the mats out in my dining room. I hung a big heavy bag up. I had a treadmill in the corner. I had a speed bagging on the side. I had a pull-up bar, and I was training, you know, there during COVID, but I just didn't have no motivation to train. It just wasn't the same, you know. After that, I just completely just was like, you know, I'm just gonna wait. You know?
Yeah. It was hard, man. Like for me, I got lucky that I leaned on my team hard because like I was stressing the F out. I'm like, crap, we're gonna lose our gym.
I'm sure as a gym owner, I'm sure that was stressful as hell.
Here's the thing that was messed up. And I've talked about it here before, but it can't be repeated enough. There's two things that are on there that I like to talk about. Number one, all the COVID relief money, the one industry that didn't get it was health and wellness. And martial arts is lumped in with health and wellness. That is just like backwards. It's like for a health related disease, like you're not going to invest money into health and wellness. What the hell? Second one is have you heard of this guy, Joe Comerford?
No, who's that?
So he's in Thailand right now, and he's like doing media and stuff like that, and like sharing news from there. So I guess the Sports Authority of Thailand, before COVID, they had around 10,000 registered Muay Thai, like certified registered Muay Thai training facilities in Thailand. After COVID, that number went to 850.
Dang.
Like, that's fucking crazy, right? So for them, they got hit different because they don't have credit cards, they don't have business loans, like they can't, you know, pull out credit, right? It's just all cash over there. Right. So it's just how that affected the industry. It changed it too. Like you saw it. So now we're now like post COVID. And now we have like, you know, one championship really started blowing up after COVID, right? With their media and everything. And now we also have, do you watch Rajadamnern World Series by any chance? RWS?
I do sometimes. I do watch it sometimes, but you know, they're on a different time frame over there. So it's kind of hard to catch it, but I do watch a lot of the highlights and I follow up sometimes, you know?
Yeah. So, because it's actually, I think it's Saturday morning,
Right.
when it broadcasts live, and then Friday night for, or it's early Friday morning for you.
Yeah, so I miss a lot of it, but I do watch the highlights, and so I do watch like the knockouts and all of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's entertaining. It's crazy to see like how much of that is coming out now. Kind of going into that too, you were talking about like why you had to get back to training, right? You're like,
Yeah.
your body was kind of giving you signs like, yo, dude, like you gotta focus on yourself.
Yeah, man. So it's funny because like I didn't even realize like how much of an effect, how much of an impact training had on me, right?
Because you're just doing it. You're just doing it so long.
Yeah, and I always felt great. I always just like at the top of my game in great shape, And so when it happened, I stopped. Like I told you, I stopped training for like 2 years because the gym closed down and all that. And within the first maybe 3 months, I wasn't training at all, man, and like my body started feeling weird, and like I started developing these digestive issues and all that, and I just felt weird, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? So I went to the doctors, and they were like, oh, well, you developed irritable bowel syndrome, and I was like, what the hell is that? Like, I never heard of that.
Yeah.
And so basically it's like when your stomach muscles contract when you deal with, it's just a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And, I was like, what? And so they gave me some medication for it and stuff like that. And they're like, how often are you working out? Are you exercising? I'm like, not really. I mean, COVID, and so they were like, yeah, we'd recommend just getting active, go for walks. And I'm like, man, if only you knew, you know what I mean? If only you knew what I'd really do, man. And so, and I took it for like a little bit, and it helped, but I don't like putting all that stuff in me, man, medications and prescriptions and all that. So, I realized that once I start training, like consistently, and I'm running, I'm lifting, I'm doing my bag work, sparring and everything, I feel so good. All that stuff just goes away, man. It just goes away. And a lot of people should take that and take note of that it's like, you don't need to sit here and take all these pills and stuff like that. Like, nah, man, you just like get your ass on a treadmill, you know what I mean? Go on a walk, go lift some weights. And I bet you money, if you're consistent with it, you're gonna get past whatever illnesses that you're going through,
Hell yeah, man. And that's like, we're talking a bit about that, like for the muscles, like going to the IBS stuff. There's actually, I was mentioning to you, there's actually some deep muscle massage that can do through your stomach. That can actually, I guess it can relieve IBS stuff too.
Really? I never even knew about that, man. What's that called? Because I need to go look it up right now.
So the people that you want to look up for on this stuff, because I had some of this stuff done to me when I had my back injury. And it's the doctor of osteopathy, a DO. So they can do massage and deep tissue massage, but they'll massage into your stomach. Like, this shit hurt, bro. Like like after when you get an adrenaline dump and you're like shaking.
Yeah.
That's how I felt afterwards. I felt like I wanted to like punch him in the face.
Oh, man.
I needed it though.
It's probably like do you ever done like a Thai stretching massage?
Yeah, like the Thai massage where the massage. Yeah, of course.
Where they stretch, like they'll massage your muscles and they'll put so much pressure, man, like on your muscles, and it's like I'm sitting there like squirming and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so it's probably that kind of pain when you do it on your stomach.
Yeah, man.
But if it helps, man, I'm definitely gonna have to look into it because I didn't even know about that. I usually though, and even now, whenever I go like a week without training, right? I start like all these feelings from the the IBS come back. Like I start like my stomach feels weird. Like I start feeling real stressed out, like anxiety. Cause one of the side effects from it is anxiety. You get super bad anxiety. And I noticed that whenever even 2-3 days that I go into the gym, they come back and I'm like, I need to get my ass back in the gym. Go back to training. The next day, I feel completely fine, man.
And there's something to go with that. So one of those muscles they massage is called the iliopsoas muscles. So these muscles, they attach to your low back and attach down into like your inner groin. So it's the muscle that's responsible for coordinating your upper body and your lower body, aka boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, because you're generating all that power from your lower body to your upper body, right? And vice versa. So this muscle gets a lot of use. And what happens, I guess, it kind of like, if you think like this, your body, this muscle kind of goes diagonally through it. And do you know what fascia is?
Yes, the back.
Yeah, well, so fascia, what it is like the sheath that goes around the muscle.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, if you go listen, me and Don Heatrick, strength and conditioning coach, we talked a bit about like fascia and stuff. I guess there's a bit of fascia that goes from your psoas muscle that actually connects to your diaphragm, and you know what your diaphragm does. It controls your breathing.
Right. Your breathing.
If that muscle gets tight, it fucks with your breathing, dude, which can cause anxiety and all this other craziness, right?
Yeah, so that's true.
That makes sense with like those muscles, and IBS can cause, like for me, I've had it before where I'm training, I can't catch my breath, and like the Thai trainer will come over and like just pushing my stomach all fucking hard, and I know what they're doing, and like all of a sudden you're like, you relax. You just like, I needed that.
That makes a lot of sense, man. Now I'm gonna definitely look into that, because I didn't even know that massage thing was a thing for this kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, there's even like they make this thing called the Sorite, and it actually can release those muscles for you. Like you lay on it, and it helps release those muscles. So, yeah, man, I definitely, and anybody who's listening out there, like go look into it. If you suffer from like anxiety and you're like an active person, like for me, I've had all that stuff too, and I found that like obviously health, fitness, moving, staying active helps, but also like having when those muscles start getting tight, I start feeling it more. Like I just start feeling more wound up, like on edge. But
maybe that's what I've been missing this whole time, man. It's getting like my stomach massage, man.
Hey, you been to Thailand before?
No, I've never been, man.
Bro, so you need to go. You gotta learn sabai, bro. Relax. Gotta relax, baby. So they do all the massage, so massage is part of like the Thai healthcare system. It's like the Thai kids at the gym, they massage each other all the time. They're like walking each other's stomach, each other's back, everything.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of the recovery. So for me, I always like when I'm there, it's like, you're paying like $3 to $5 for an hour massage, like 2 or 3 times a week, getting that. Cause that's part of like,
recovery.
Yeah. Recovery, man. And in the US, we can't like, that's, you're paying like, anywhere from like $100, $120.
$100. Yeah, dude.
Hey, we got Josh Soliva coming in here right now. I'm going to admit him into the room.
Oh my God. Get him in here.
We got Josh Soliva in here. Josh Soliva coming in. Josh, you better turn on your camera, baby. We're recording right now. So we're just, what's up, Josh? Yeah, he's we're just talking about massage and everything, man. You're muted, by the way. Yeah, so
get your mic, man.
Get your mic on, bro. He's just talking this. Your mic, bro. We can't hear you.
Unmute. Hey, can you hear me?
There you go. Yeah, I can hear you now.
All I heard was massages and I saw Jonathan Puu's name.
Yeah. See, Josh knows. Hey, we were talking about the deep stomach muscles. So Ricardo hasn't been to Thailand. I was telling him about sabai.
Oh, shit.
You got to get the massage to help recover and relax on your body, right?
Yeah, let me tell you a funny story, bro. I had a guy, bro, from Germany, Muslim guy from Turkey. And I was like, hey, bro, he lost his Thailand virginity, like we just show him around and everything. Hey, bro, we're going to get massages, bro. And then like, this is a guy that never parties, never drinks, right? Yeah. And then I picked the old lady because I knew she wasn't going to jack me off. You know what I mean? And so I was like, because I'm fucking in pain, bro. I need to get recovery. Yeah. But then he was the curtain next door. He was the next curtain over, right? And then all I hear is this, bro. I'm gonna send this podcast to him too, bro. I'm not gonna drop his name, but then, all I hear was the Thai lady. It's okay. And all I can hear him is like, No, and I'm like, bro, you let her jack you off, bro. I'm over here like fucking. I'm over there telling the lady like my calves hurt, bro, because it got me kicking the bag all day and shit. So slavery shit.
Let me be clear. The kind of massage that you should get for recovery is not the one they call it massage and entertainment. You don't want the entertainment. You want the actual massage, because that shit, bro,
Hey, but you know what the cue is when they got the flashy like barber lights, you know, where it's like doing in the and like the thing, you know. And that's why I get the old lady, bro, because I'm like, hey, like really fix my shit because I don't want just oil on my body, bro. Like I need to get like actual recovery, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what happens, bro. It's like I see all these people from all over the world, bro. They come to Thailand and they get a massage, bro. And then the next thing you know, you never see them in training again, bro. They're just like out there, bro.
Yeah. You know, that's like a whole thing that's over there. I mean, the sex industry in Thailand is like people travel to Thailand just for that, which is like for people that don't know Muay Thai and know that it's like, hey, like that's great and everything. Like if your pervy uncle is going over there just for that, like we're there for Muay Thai, baby. We're there for that the Nak Muay life. So
yeah, hey, some people flop, man. They renege on the lifestyle, man, because then the training gets too hard and then they mentally break down and then they become sex tourists. It
happens a lot, man. It happens a lot.
Who did I see, bro? I swear I saw somebody.
Don't name names, bro. Don't.
Yeah, I was like, bro. Man. I like walked out of the weed shop and I saw this motherfucker with oil on his shoulders and shit, and I was like, bro, are you okay?
Oh man. So dude, we were just talking about coming out of COVID and how important it is for like massage and like for like massage recovery and all this stuff with
Ricardo. Yeah, 100.
So like to get on that, so this is like why this is important, man. And Josh, we were talking here on the podcast too about like when we all met back at WKA Worlds.
Oh hell yeah, that was popping, man.
Yeah, man. So now Ricardo's so you got back into training, right, Ricardo? You started with
Gary Russell, and all of them.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm with the Russell brothers now, man. I've been there for like close to 2 years now, I think. You know,
bro. I've been watching the videos, bro. Your boxing got 10 times better.
You can see a little bit, right? I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no,
they've been on me, man. They've been on me, dude. Like literally, man. Like they make you like boxing gyms are different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one thing I learned. Like they make you freaking spar like almost every damn day.
And boxing sparring ain't no joke, dude. Boxing sparring ain't no joke, bro. Like, nah, that shit's real as fuck.
You're fighting, dude. You're fighting.
Yeah, and it's like almost every day. Like I'll be in there, you know, getting my weights done, right? It's a whole weight workout that we do, like upper body for arms. It's like basically like low weight, high reps, right? Mm-hmm. So your arms don't get tired when you're fighting. And I'll do the whole workout, and then I'll start my shadow boxing, which is like usually it's about 6 rounds of dancing, which is footwork, moving, head movement, and then 6 rounds of punching with movement and everything, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll be sitting there like, all right, cool. I'm about 75% done with my work. I'm about to go do my bad work. And then it'll be like,
hey, spar.
It'll be like a group of like 10 people just walk in from another gym. And then my coach will be like, Rico, gear up.
Oh, shit. Hey, bro. Hey, the boxing PTSD, the that's why like boxers, they're all like, they know what's up. They're the really good one, but then they got like a little bit of like a little thing in there where it's like psycho mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to be crazy.
And that's how it goes a lot of times. I'll be sitting there like wearing the fuck out, and then they'll be like, all right, Rico, gear up. You're working today. And then it'll be people coming in fresh. And then we'll sit there and do, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, sometimes 10 rounds. And I'm like, dang, man, but.
And they're throwing, and you don't know who you're going to get, bro. You don't know who.
You don't. Yeah. And it's made me a better, like, I think it's made me a better fighter, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like my hands have gotten faster, but
that's the thing. Cause like, I always say this, I even tell this cause I do my privates at a Western boxing gym for Muay Thai. Mm-hmm. And then, I always say like with Muay Thai, the damage is distinguished throughout the body. We got all kinds of targets. You kick the legs, you kick the thing. Everything. But in boxing, bro, you got head and body, bro, and you're repetitively like you're doing that. You're pounding that shit over and over again, bro. And like that shit's more strenuous than Muay Thai, bro, for sure. In my opinion, it's harder, bro.
Yeah, it is in a way because you're putting extra wear and tear on just these body parts.
Yeah.
Whereas in Muay Thai, it's kind of spread out throughout your 8 limbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the truth. And so that's like.
I've seen that because in Oxford they had the Colonial Boxing Gym that was there, and then they just brought back the PAL boxing tournament as well. So this guy Manolo, who I knew, and I sparred with him, and he was like one of my sparring partners, primarily boxing. He's actually training Victor Ortiz for his next fight, or he's helping him train for his next fight.
Oh, nice,
And
nice.
he had shoulder tendonitis. That's why he didn't have like a good like pro career. He had to like retire early because his shoulders just kept going out.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, the wear and tear, man, because he was doing that stuff for a long time.
Yeah, dude, I feel that, bro.
So and I had Sunshine on here. She's she fought like Lucia Riker.
Ooh.
She was pro boxer and all that stuff too. And she was talking
Is that her name? Is that her name? Sunshine?
Yeah, Sunshine Fetkether.
Oh, okay.
So, total badass. She's out here in Arizona. She's the Muay Thai kickboxing. She fought a dude in a cage like back in the day. She beat his ass.
It's funny when them lady boys, bro, they be fucking doing Muay Thai and piecing them fuckers in, bro.
But just to be clear, Sunshine is not a lady boy. I'll just say that.
Oh, okay.
My bad. Careful. Yeah, so she's a grade A badass when it comes to that.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what's up.
Pioneer, right? But she was saying, like, if I would have known what I know now, like, I would have sparred differently for those, like, championship fights.
Right, because, for sure.
Yeah, because that's so hard. Ricardo, you coming from Muay Thai and stuff like that, like, you had years on your body. So, like, you've done a couple pro fights now, pro boxing, right?
No, not yet. I'm working on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah, that's what's up. Fuck yeah.
Probably soon, man. Probably, I'm thinking early, maybe 2025, man. It's just that, when life hits you with shit, man.
Yeah.
And you're trying to work on a goal and life hits you and then all these things just start going wrong. That's what's literally been going on with me, man. But I still been in the gym, I still been keeping in somewhat of a decent shape, but still keeping positive at the end of the day, And like, that's really why I haven't fought, because things keep happening. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll still train, but I got to handle this.
Hey, Ricardo, hey, bro. Uh-huh. Hey, one thing too, bro, is I'm really close with the BKFC Asia, right? The bare knuckle BKFC Asia. So like when you build your pro resume a little bit in the boxing, hey, I can get you on there, bro, and then fight on one of the shows.
Oh, the bare knuckle shit.
Bro, I think you would kill it, bro. I think you would kill it.
Yeah. Hey, all I'm gonna say is every Muay Thai fighter that went over to boxing and started doing BKFC is actually doing really fucking good. Just saying.
Really.
Yeah. I had Mark Hessenberg on here. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He went over BKFC. He's 2-0. And then there's the girl, what's her name? Fanny. She's from Greece. Muay Thai fighter, killing it. I think she's like BKFC champion for a bit.
Yeah.
So there's another guy who just it wasn't BKFC, but it was another bare knuckle boxing promotion. He took a fight on like 2 weeks notice. Yeah. He won by knockout, bro.
Roberto Duran's son, bro. Roberto Duran's son is doing a bare knuckle too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's because of the training from Muay Thai being we're used to seeing a little bit more of everything, and more selective with the boxing, having like a different effect on it. Whereas opposed to like boxing with like the big gloves, we're kind of going almost into that conversation again, like ONE FC versus like authentic Muay Thai. It's like you have boxing bare knuckle, then you have boxing with like the regular glove. Right?
Hey, but the one thing too is like a ONE FC event, bro. The ambulance is already there, bro, because if you put high level strikers with small gloves, bro, they bang and they hit hard, but they break their hands all the time because of gloves, bro. You know what I mean?
The ambulance is there because at most Western standards, you have an ambulance on site anyways, though.
Yeah, I know, bro. It's like,
so it's crazy, man. But so you're focused on boxing and stuff like that now. And what, like it sounds like the goal is to get some fights, man. If you get a BKFC thing, man, I would say do it. Like if that's something you're game to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that BKFC, man, there's so much goddamn wear and tear on your body, man, from just a single fight.
Not always. Not always. It depends how you fight.
That's question. Like, what would be your favorite study? Like, boxer, past or present? What would be your favorite one to watch? Like, who do you like to watch and like see? And just to geek out on.
I'll tell you 100%, man. Being that I'm training with these guys right now, my goal is to fight like them. And being that I come from a different kind of style and a different art, my goal is to kind of, because my boxing and my fighting style has kind of been walking guys down, power punches, wear them down, and just finish them. In the long run, right? Yeah. These guys, are all about speed, man. Fastest hands in boxing. It's like some people call it, right? So my goal is I've been trying to get the speed down, man. And sometimes I'll be in a gym sparring, right? And I'll sit a guy down with a body shot, right? Yeah. And then boom, I'll sit him down, liver shot, walk off. And they're like yelling at me, like my coach yelling at me, like Alan is the coach. That's one of the Russell brothers. He'd be like, Rico, why you ain't follow up with the hook, break, hook after that? Because he want bing, 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 bing. He want punches and bunches. So I throw like a double jab body shot and shit. And I'm like, dude, I just set him down. He's like, nah, but you could have knocked him the fuck out if you followed up with the hook body crawl. You know what I mean? So
damn.
Yeah, so my thing right now is like just kind of like, and I've gotten a lot better with it. You know what I mean? Just letting my hands go in speed, beat like 1 1 2 2 3 2, like 6 7 punches combinations. You know what I mean?
I feel like they don't want you to rely on, even though you do got the power. They want to get you on that, not relying on the power, so you can play the points. I got you.
Exactly, because they've been telling me like, you know, what's gonna happen when you got a guy that figured you out and he knows how to deal with your power. What the hell are you going to do then? And they keep telling me, you got to be versatile. You got to be versatile. You got to learn how to switch it up. You know, like go to speed, start boxing somebody. If you got a guy that's walking forward, box him. If you got a guy that's moving back, walk him down. You know what I mean?
That's some fucking sick advice. That's some cool advice right there.
Yeah, man. Dude. And it's like, I've been learning so much, like to the point where like, I thought I knew boxing before I went there. I didn't know shit about boxing before I went there, dude.
Hell yeah. Hey, Gary Russell, bro. The Russells are fucking dope. Like in the amateur circuit too. Like I saw posters of them, like even in the gym from right here. And they had posters of them on there. I'm like, man, they've been heavily involved. Yeah, they've been heavily involved.
They've been in the game for years, man. And what I like about them is that there's some real, genuine, cool people, man. They took me in and, you know, I told them about what was going on with my situation. They took me in and I've been with them, man. And they showed nothing but love. They've been trying to get me right, you know, and I've learned a lot. Like, you know what I mean? I've definitely have improved. And that's why the goal is to get me some boxing fights, man. So I can go in and get some guys out of there, man. That's the goal.
That's gonna be sick. And you're going to be the first El Salvadorian Mexican. I mean, not Mexican, El Salvadorian American, bro. El Salvadorian American.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Doing my thing, man. You know. Well, so that's really one of the things that I enjoy. You know, I've learned so much, and every day I learn something new. I was in there yesterday, and I was like, he told me how to fix a little mistake I was making. I was like, that makes a lot of sense. You know. Yeah. So they're definitely good people, man.
Let's you know, kind of going on this. Let's wrap up just a little bit. Ricardo, how can people follow you? How can people find you?
I'm mainly on social media, man. Instagram is the biggest thing that I use for like my platform. You know, it's just RIC_MIX on Instagram. Really, I don't really use fake. That's the only thing I use. So if you guys want to follow me, man, or get in contact with me for whatever,
I'll put it down in the show notes for you too. Yeah, I'll put it down in the show notes for everybody. Anybody that's watching, anybody that's listening. Ricardo, thanks for coming in today. Josh, I'm glad you're able to make it, man.
Hell yeah, brother. This is cool stuff.
Yeah.